audible? Hi, Sumit. Am I audible? Okay, okay. So I'm waiting for Anmol to join in. Hi. Hello. Hi, Anmol.
Hi.
Am I audible?
Yes.
How are you doing?
Great. Can you hear me?
Yes. So I'll give a quick introduction and then we can start. So, good evening, everyone. This is Sweetie Arora from Girls Buzz. So, those who don't know, Girls Buzz is a community of women to inspire women out there in all the aspects, such as humor, such as health and beauty and everything. So, those who you can go through our website as well, girls.buzz. And for more details, you can subscribe to our channel, Girls Buzz India. So, joining us today is a very special guest from the beautiful world of Banjara art. Let's welcome Anmol. Hi, Anmol.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
I was really looking forward to this.
yes, sure. So, can we start?
Yes.
Okay. So, please tell us something about yourself.
Currently, I am the founder of this lovely brand called Banjara Trail, which is very unique and very different. And we really want it to reach as many people as possible because, it really it has a lot of our rich Indian traditional art, and we try to do something different. And that's why we want to obviously be with portals like yours, so we can reach a wider audience and tell them all about this.
Great, wonderful. So, before we get into the details, tell us what Banjara art is and how did you come across it?
My father was basically in the Indian Army. So, that's how I got this opportunity to basically travel a lot, especially Rajasthan and Gujarat. So I was actually in Rajasthan, and that's where I saw a lot of these fabrics, and then also in Gujarat. And it was always kind of there in my mind, uh, like an idea. Sometimes an idea just sticks in your head. So that's what happened with me, and the idea just stayed in my mind for a long time. And that's when I started thinking about it, and I was like, there's something that we should do with these fabrics, which is not just the typical chanya choli and lehenga that you get to see. So I wanted to create something that could be worn on a first date, it could be worn on a beach, it could be worn to a party, anything, incorporating this rich traditional Indian embroidery. So that's when I actually thought of denim, because denim is the most universal clothing. It's worn worldwide. So I thought, why not, put all these patches together and create something on denim, so that people in London, Spain, India, basically anybody, anywhere can wear it. So that was
Right.
the whole idea
Yes.
behind it. So it reaches like maximum people, and it's not just restricted to one particular kind of clothing.
Wow. Great. Amazing. Okay. So, moving further, how did the idea of Banjara Trail came into picture? Like, can you tell something
So,
about that?
when I started meeting these Banjara women, I heard their stories, and I understood how much hard work actually goes into making these fabrics. It's just, their fingers are practically numb because it takes them years
Yes.
to do this embroidery. And what I learned from them is that a lot of sourcing agents, from international designers, they come to these villages and they take these fabrics from these women at very cheap prices. And the women don't
Uh-huh.
get their due, and nobody knows that it's Indian embroidery. So they're not getting their due. Not enough is being spoken about it, and that's when I started doing my research. And I said that if I want to start a brand, I don't want to name it under my name like Anmol Singh. No, I would want the word Banjara to be there, and I want to speak as much as possible about these things. So these women also get their due, and everybody around the world gets to know what
Yes,
it is.
yes. Wow. Okay. So, since you are like associated with Banjara women, tell us how has it been working with them? Like, what is your experience?
When I started, what I realized was that for them it was actually initially only money. You know why? Because they're obviously not very financially
Yeah.
independent. So they would look at it as, okay, you give us money and you take the fabric, which is okay
Yes.
because a lot of brands are working towards this, that we want to make these women independent. But then what I do is I try to stretch it a little more with them. So I try and involve them in the process. So whenever I make something, I make it a point to show them that, look, these are the fabrics you made, and this is what I have made out of this. And that big Bollywood celebrity, she's wearing this. And they get so excited. And the sense of joy that I see on their faces when they're like, oh my God, this is what you did with it. And this she's wearing it. So I tell them things like, this is going to London, this is going to America. It kind of instills a sense of self-worth in these women. They start to feel that, okay, we are creating something that is actually loved and appreciated all over the world. And once that
Definitely.
sense of self-worth comes in anybody, actually, you, me, them, anybody, once that sense of self-worth comes inside you, I think you create things more passionately. So
Right,
the
right.
output that I get from them is not just a trade, that, okay, I'm giving you money and you're giving me fabrics. No, they are equally involved in the process. They would want to suggest colors, that, oh, this will look good, that will look good. So uh, I like that involvement, and that kind of, it translates into
Yes.
clothing also. So I think this is a little bit from my side that I'm trying to do, is to kind of keep them all together and involve them in the process. So it's not just money, but they feel that they're creating something, which is so
Wow.
fantastic.
Right. Okay, so moving further, firstly, I want to tell everyone that at your bottom right, there's a this question mark. You can, I mean, whatever you guys can, if you want to question something, I mean, you can put all your questions there. Once the session will be over, we'll be addressing all the questions one by one. Okay. So, Anmol, how has your brand helped in improving the lives of, the lives of the Banjara women?
See, firstly, of course, it's financial. It's a financial aspect. Um, but like I said, that is what a lot of brands are doing, and of course, we also want to do that, and we are doing that. But like I just spoke about this, that it's always about moving a little further than the financial bit. It's about making them realize that what they are creating is so exquisite, because that realization makes them want to do more. So till
Right.
now, it's just been a very, like, okay, I'll make it and this. But now they know. Now they know. So I think that having that connect with them is very important. That they should know that this is what they've created and see how it's turned out. So I think it's helping them in both these ways. I am kind of financial, of course, but also trying to bring out their creativity a little more and kind of involve them in the process, and just making them feel that what they're doing is something really nice. So we're working on both these things, and I think that is turning out to be wonderful because the fabrics that they create are better, and they're more passionate about it. So it's just about going that little extra mile.
Wow. Okay. Great. So there, you must have seen that there are a lot of brands that are promoting heritage at work. So how, I mean, how would you say that is the Banjara Trail, different from others?
See, um, I would personally say the only reason it is that if you see our page or if you see our collection, it's constant uh, reinvention. Like I'm constantly creating designs. So I'm not the kind of a person that if a product is doing really well, like a lot of businesses, they cash on it. So okay, so this product is doing well. Let's sit on it. Let's make money out of it now. Let's just drag it, let's just stretch it. For me, it doesn't work like that because I feel as a designer, my job is to create, just let the creativity flow, first of all, and create as much as I can. So, how Banjara Trail is different would be that we are constantly creating. You will always see like something new on the
Yeah.
page. In fact, all our lot of our clients keep saying that we saved money from our salary. We thought we'll buy this, and now there are like 10 more designs. So we are a bit confused because, but I
Right.
think we're not really looking at it from a business point of view only. That is the difference between us and a lot of other brands. That is, it's just you will find the page full of new designs and there's just creativity flowing every day. So I think that's what constant
Yes.
reinvention, constant creation is what makes it different.
Right. Yes, very well said. Okay, so what exactly is like bohemia clothing? Are you just into clothing or other things too?
At the moment, it's clothing only. Of course, we have accessories like we have bags and we have belts and we also do a bit of like boots and all of that. Um, but then, like the brand, like the name suggests, Banjara, right? It's got a very
Yeah.
nomadic feel to it, free spirited, nomadic, not the typical conventional clothing. So that's what the full vibe is, right? So it's
Right.
unique, it's different, and also
It's
since
different
the,
completely.
the the fabrics that we are using, they're made in very small batches. So it's not like we are getting fabrics from a store and we have like meters of it lying. No, it's very small batches. So if you have a jacket today, it's going to be unique because somebody else will have something similar, but then yours will be yours. So every piece is
Yes.
actually unique, and every piece, like I always say, it has history, because there's so much that goes behind making it. The patches are made with. I'll give you a small example. This particular embroidery that we use, the bari. Uh, so the story is that the women start with making these fabrics when the male child is born in their family, and they actually finish it when it's time for the child to get married. So that's the amount of years it takes them to do the embroidery, and that's how intricate it is. So when you're using patches of that on clothing, you can
Yeah.
imagine your jacket has a history. It's not just a
Yeah.
regular piece of clothing. It really is unique and it really has untold stories and it has history. So wearing actually a piece of art.
Wonderful. Okay. So, who is the designer mind behind your fusion cloth pieces? I mean, we have seen that you use a lot of embellishments in your clothes. So, is it related to Banjara art, or is it something that you started? That
No,
you
see, everything, the inspiration is all Banjara. So the fabrics are also that. Everything, most of 99% of the fabrics are hand embroidered, and there are different kinds of embroideries. And basically, we're dealing a lot with patchwork. So we're using different styles of embroideries and different styles of patches. So, for example, one jacket will have mirror
yes,
work. It'll have lots of thread embroidery. So So it'll have like a mix. It'll have shells. It'll have a mix of different things put together. So the whole USP of the brand is patchwork. So it brings together a lot of multiple things together, and it's not just one boring clothing. It's something completely different, and that's what gives it a very unique look. So it's mostly Gujarat and Rajasthani work, uh, but of course we're doing
Yes,
it on denim, and we're adding a little touch to it. So it's like fusion clothing.
yes, yes. Okay, amazing. So, as we have seen, Anmol, that on your page you are into, worldwide shipping as well. So, would you like to share your experience with us, or like there any struggles you had to face while doing that?
So actually, the struggles I had were not with the international audience. Sadly, the struggles I had
Okay.
was when I was starting off in India, because 3 years back, this whole bloggers have now really helped, because everybody knows about sustainability, and bohemian fashion is suddenly, it's like all over.
Right.
But when I started like about 3 years back, I kind of made a few designs, and I pitched them to a few multi designer stores, and they were just like, wow, it's really nice, but I don't know, Indian audience will not like it. And it used to bother me so much, because I used to be like, why will Indian audience not like it? This is Indian embroidery. It's our heritage. It's our art. Of course, they
Right.
will love it. It's just that they don't know that it could be worn with denim. It could be worn on a denim jacket, or as a tie knot shirt, or as a mini skirt. They know that it can be worn on weddings. So why aren't you giving it a chance? Of course, today all those multi-designer stores want us to, put the collection with them. It's a different story. Life comes around full circle. But internationally, we didn't face any issues, because people love this work internationally. Like
Yeah.
majority of my clients are international. Um, Most of our work is export, and we're sending products to every part of the world, from Saudi Arabia to Spain to London, America, everywhere. And
Exactly.
they
Yes.
love this work. They appreciate it, and they're just like crazy about it. Um, and now it's picking up in India. I think people in India, our clients on Instagram, they're really kind, and they're really sweet. They want to
Yes.
wear it. They want to put it up as a
They are.
post. They want to talk about it. I think it's really catching up in India, where people want to wear it, be proud when they're wearing a jacket which has Indian embroidery, and especially when they travel abroad, they kind of make it as their travel buddy. They're always wearing it at airports and wherever they're going. And it's just that's just so amazing for me to see, because that's what I had envisioned for the brand. I want it to travel to different parts of the world, so that the embroidery can be appreciated worldwide. So I think we are slowly reaching there. Yeah.
Okay. Amazing. Next, I would want to know that, like we have noticed, you are into customization also. So, I mean, do you want to tell us something about that, like to all our audience?
Yes, we do a bit of customization wherever possible. But so there is something that's really like, if you have a wedding coming up, or if there's something like that, of course, we can have a chat, and we can design something which is very unique. Like nowadays, we had this client of ours who, ditched the traditional look, and she wanted to be a boho bride. So we did a very lovely bandhani lehenga for her with all this Banjara work, and it looked so different, because you're so used to seeing the same thing in the wedding circuit that's been going on.
Yes.
So definitely, if it's a wedding, or if it's a haldi or something like that, I think bohemian look is something we could definitely do, and that will really stand out. So that's something we get a lot of requests for that also. So we are actually planning to start a little thing on our page, so we can let everybody know that if they want to design something for weddings and all, we can do something different for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So, what were the struggles you had, to sort of overcome to reach this place you are in, like right now?
I think, in India, being a woman entrepreneur is a bit tough. I don't know. You definitely
Yes.
agree with that. Uh, Only because there is a certain don't like taking orders from women. So I think I've faced that quite a lot. When as long as you're talking to them, it's fine. Whenever they sense that it's an order or something that needs to be done, it's like the male ego just is just there. So I think I face that quite a lot. Also, I am into export, like I told you. So
Yes.
generally, people who are into exports are quite older. I think they have a lot of experience, and then they get into the export market because it's very risky. So when people look at me, एक तो a woman ऊपर से she's not that old, so they don't want to take me seriously. I do get those kind of people a lot. They're like, how does she know what she's talking about? So I think these are a few things that keep happening on a regular basis, but I've kind of learned how to deal with it. So it really doesn't matter as long as the work is done. So I've kind of learned how to work my way around these kind of people also.
Okay. Okay. So, Anmol, being a woman entrepreneur, did you ever face an issue with sourcing of fabric or something? I mean, it could be anything. Like, did you
Yeah.
face this issue? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You know, I think lot of times I've seen this that if I send like a runner or somebody I have to source particular kind of fabrics, the prices are much better. And when I'm doing it, the prices are definitely the higher. And I think these guys bargaining happens better man to man. But you know what? I kind of completely learned how to deal with all of that because I've been in the business for some time now. So I really don't care what they're thinking and what they're doing and whether they want to take an order from a woman or whether they want to. So I've become like so assertive when it needs to be done that I just get it done in some way or the other.
Yeah.
Because I know what the other person is thinking. I know he's thinking, oh, she's a woman and isko kuch pata bhi nahi hoga. She's young also, so isko let's just take her for a ride. So I know what he's thinking, but then I know what I want. So kind of learned how to get it done somehow. It's a task,
Yes.
but yes. So I think these are a few challenges that I face on a daily basis here. Like whether it's with my workers or whether it's with sourcing fabrics, whether it's with uh, international clients also, whether it's negotiations.
Yes.
They feel that she looks young. She doesn't look like she's in her 60s.
Yes.
Let's just push our way through. So there are all kinds of people, but I think the more you meet like that, these kind of people, I think the more experience you get with them. So I'm kind of learning every day.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay. So, Anmol, what is your best-selling piece or the most loved article from your brand?
I think signature patchwork jackets have been doing well for the past 2 years now. It's like a unique clothing item that people want to, like I said, it's our clients on Instagram have actually started this trend. I never thought of it. They've kind of made it like a travel buddy, so they actually buy it when they want to travel, and so just jacket goes with them. So that's something. The signature patchwork jackets have been loved by everybody all over the world. So I would definitely
Wow.
say, yeah, and we've got like a huge collection of that, like lots of different designs. So that's something which is really good, especially for traveling. I think it just makes the whole picture look better. So because it's so
Yes.
vibrant and so like colorful. So definitely patchwork jackets, yeah.
Right. Okay. So we can see you are like very passionate and about trying to promote this art and make it, accessible worldwide. So, what are your future plans? Where does Banjara Trail go from here?
Um, Future plans thanks to social media. I mean, I'm otherwise I'm not a very social media person, but I think for every business, there can't be any business without social media. And I'm so grateful for platforms like Instagram and Facebook. The whole vision for the brand, like I said, is that we would want people all over the world to wear it and have the tag of Banjara Trail and know what they're wearing. That's why we try and give a little bit of a description in a pamphlet form with every order, just to tell them about what this art is. And so the whole vision is for it to reach worldwide, like every corner of the world, and they basically that's what we aim to do, and I think we are reaching there bit by bit, thanks to social media. We are exporting, we are sending products to a lot of places all over the world, and we just want to obviously see it grow.
Wow, wonderful. Okay, so my last question would be like, as a growing, successful, women entrepreneur, um, and what would be your first piece for any women, who is wanting to start their own venture?
I think one advice that I would give
Yes,
would be to never
first
start
piece
a
of
business, never never ever start a business with the intention of earning money, because what happens then is, if you're just doing it because like how people say that, oh, there's a lot of money in this, let's start a business in this. I think it
yes,
fizzles out after some time, because when you face challenges, uh, you don't have the motivation to deal with them, and it just kind of reaches that stage and you're like, either you give up or whatever. But always do any kind of business which is your passion, because if you're doing something that you're passionate about, challenges just kind of, you can handle them. Creativity flows, money flows, success flows.
yes.
uh, so it all comes if you follow your passion. So I think it should never be with the intention of just earning money. It should be something that you're passionate about.
Great. So, let's just address the questions. If anyone want to ask from you, I can see a few questions. Um, what is your driving force, Anmol? What keeps you going? Harshita is asking.
um, for me, I think my mind is so it's I'm so full of creativity in my head, that
We can
there's
see that.
times I wake up at 3 a.m. and I start designing. So I think that's what keeps me going. There's so much of creativity in my head. I think that every day I get up with a thing to create something. So that's just like my driving force. So I just want to like keep creating new things.
Okay. Any other questions? Do you face any language barrier while communicating with the Banjara workers? Sameti is asking.
No language barriers as such. I think not now. Yeah. Initially, I did. Initially, when I started off, I did. There were a lot of
Yes.
issues in terms of understand, but I think now I'm so used to it, that it's just very smooth. So I think these small things, of course, they happen, but now it's like one big family, so there's just nothing.
Oh, okay. Any other questions, guys, for Anmol? So, one more question. Okay. How do you handle hardships and criticisms? Rahul is asking.
I think criticism is a part and parcel of everybody's life. It's not only this line. I think even before this, I was in the television industry for a while, where I was in front of the camera. Um, so I think from at a very young age. So I think criticism is something that I look at it as, of course, if it's something which I agree with, because there are sometimes when I do meet people who are criticizing just for the heck of it.
Yes.
There's nothing in it, so there's nothing for
Yes.
me to take from it and learn. So those are a different section of people. But if there is criticism which I think I can pick up something from and I can use it, I will definitely take it positively, because without criticism there's no growth. So yeah, definitely.
True that. True that. Okay, so where do you get your enthusiasm from? Sophia is
I think
expected.
that's a good question. I think, like I told you, it's if you're not passionate about what you're doing, you're dull, and you're just going through life. You're just doing it, like, okay, whatever. So because I have done things like that which I've not been passionate about, so I can tell the difference of what I'm doing now when I compare it to things which I've done in the past. So I think enthusiasm, creativity, all of that comes from if you are doing something you strongly believe in. So I think it's about, like they say, you find your calling in life. So I
Right.
think that is what it is. Once you find your calling in life, um, you're just going to be full of energy.
Yes,
Definitely.
definitely. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Okay, so one more question we have is like, what is your favorite design piece till now?
My favorite piece that, like,
Design piece, yes, till
yeah,
now.
I think this there's this new thing we've just made. These are like full Banjara patchwork, long embroidered jackets. So and they've just come out so well, and I think we've got the maximum views and we've got the maximum likes on it till date. The reels have also gone viral for them, and they've just been loved by everybody, and I also love it personally. It's such a beautiful, vibrant piece. So it's like it's that one. It's like a long embroidered jacket.
We would love to see that.
Yeah.
Okay, uh, I think that's it. We have answered all your questions, guys. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. So, yes, I mean, I had a great time talking to you, Anmol, and thank you so much for joining in today. And
Thank you so
you
much.
want to say
Thank you so
something?
much. It was wonderful. Thank you so much.
You had a great time. Okay,
Okay.
so thank you so much. Bye bye.
All
Have a
right.
nice
Bye.
day.
Bye.